William hired Lisa Ravencroft because he's in damage control mode from that co-parenting video. If he leaked the video as it's been suggested, he's going to try and figure out how he can throw throwing Kate under the bus. She's about to very telling Will that and wish Kate happy birthday. Okay, so I'm hearing there was no things about happy birthday for Kate and things like that. So let's see here. Prince William hires crisis manager described as bulletproof sunshine by her old boss as Andrew and Saga's rumble on. When was this written? 10 January 2026, 2 days ago. Prince Andrew hires crisis manager. Okay, same headlines. Prince William has hired a crisis manager expert as the royal family continues to wrestle with fallout from Andrew Mountbatten Windsor association with pedophile Jeffrey Epstein. Very interesting. They're putting these two on under the same kind of content with William. Miss Ravencroft, who runs the UK crisis and issue teams, is understood to have been championed by Julian Payne, a former communications secretary to Charles and Camilla, who is now the CEO of Edelman. A source told the Mail on Sunday Julian Payne has stayed close to the king, so it is unlikely to be a coincidence that one of his most senior and respected members of staff has taken a key role in William's office after a period of turmoil, when they are looking for closer alignment between Kensington Palace and Buckingham Palace as minds turned to William's eventual succession. A Kensington Palace source said that communication expert for the royal family boasted a range of experience, and Miss Ravenscroft will be operating in a non-crisis role. Miss Ravenscroft declared on her CV that multinational brands have never had higher expectation nor more scrutiny when things go wrong, and boasts that she tells companies how to get past an issue as quickly as possible with minimum dents. It's often front page stuff, from boycott campaign to sexual allegation to serious safety issues, geopolitical and ethical risk. Andrew has been stripped of his royal titles and evicted from his 30-bedroom mansion, Royal Lodge, in Windsor, but questions continue to mount about the extent and duration of his links to the late pedophile. Liz Ravenscroft's picture, described as a bulletproof sunshine by former boss, has been recruited from the blue-chip communication firm Edelman, where she works arm in arm with big names facing into their toughest time. Meanwhile, Prince Harry continues to attract attention for his relationship with Charles and William, his battles with the media, and his security arrangements. Miss Ravenscroft, who previously held roles at British Airways and Marriott Hotels, says on the CV that a former boss described her as bulletproof sunshine. What is bulletproof sunshine? And that she is a seasoned media handler who believes in the power of strong relationship to defend and charming and equal measure. Whatever. What saga there is with Harry? He's gone, not even mentioning Willie. William is now in a panic mode because he's seeing the writing on the walls. He'll never be a popular and loved king, as he fooled himself to believe. His arrogance and hypocrisy is the maker of the crisis. That is true. The cover-up unearths loads, always. He leaked it. What is his motivation? To force a public announcement? Alright, yes. Remember, Harry's been the shield scapegoat, but they can't hide behind him, so it's exposing the wells. 2023 was the year it worked. The article proved marriage was in tatters. I think the issue between Will and King Charles III is Will wants out, and Pa told him no. 2024, Will and Kate. Oh my God, too many nonsense. These people, childish thing. They don't want to tell the truth. I really don't know. And the thing is that if Charles is telling him no, that he needs to stay in that marriage, is because Charles doesn't want anything to shift to him. Okay, while he's the king, he wants his reign to run smoothly. You don't hear people talking about him, what he did to Diana. All you're hearing is things between Harry and William, or William doing this and that. So you don't hear too much negativity about William. Not William, about Charles. So he want the focus to remain in that. Prince William staying away from Kate Middleton to control his jealousy. That was back in 2023. I'm telling you, the squad have receipt. Prince William jealous of white Kate Middleton growing popularity, claims Royal Insider. Prince William and Kate Middleton have been facing significant challenges over the past year, but their issues have escalated. A tipster has revealed that William and Prince of Wales is jealous of his wife Kate, the Princess of Wales, and her growing popularity, much like his father, then Prince Charles, was of his mother, Princess Diana. Oh my god, you could pause and read. There's all of this. There's that. Kate Middleton has been suffering from severe mistreatment by her husband, Prince William. And let's not forget, what year was that? Like, was it I don't remember which year was that, where there was a rush going to the hospital, and I think that almost the year where that guy commit suicide with that self-inflicted gunshot, they claim. There were so many things going on. Buckingham scandal, William mistreat Kate verbally and emotionally per insider. I mean, we've seen how he treat her in public. All right, that alone. Many times he's saying, don't touch me, and all of that. All right, the latest nauseating PR pushing on Queen and waiting is highly suspicious, especially when Kensington Palace, William did not acknowledge her birthday. Could Louis portrait of his mother be hunting William? What is that? Where did that come from? I can't believe they allowed the drawing to be seen. Grog source for this portrait of the PW, Princess of Wales by Louis, please. Let's see. Is that true? The portrait is a drawing by Prince Louis of his mother, Princess Kate, shared on the official Instagram and X account of the Prince and Princess of Wales in February 17, 2025. It's part of a Shaping Up campaign for the Royal Foundation Center for Early Childhood, featuring a tribute with an orange beauty mark. Okay. Louis did that? How old is he? Alright, let's leave that alone. There's another tweet that's talking about crisis manager. Okay. Alright. I'm posting this article because part of the reason Harry's bull just hired a crisis manager can be explained also by the fact that he has discovered that once Harry is finished with the tabloid lawsuit 2026 and 2027, maybe his busiest year. There's that. Okay. This is archived. I put the link in the description. Will Meghan return to the UK? Prince Harry has high hopes. Winning back their police protection could open the door to trips to the country Meghan, Archie, and Lilibet haven't visited since 2022. The prince, who served in the armed forces for 10 years, will also return to Ukraine this year, a country he visited twice last year, to support his military and veterans injured and affected by the war with Russia, and there are several other overseas visits scheduled. All right, let's put allegedly. The link of this article is in the description. All right, I can't believe this was not shady. Wonder why. It got me real confused. At one point, someone said that some of the UK media are trying to secure access to Harry and Meghan during Invictus because, same as in Canada and Germany, Meghan's family event will be closed to the media and only one or two will report and won't have real exclusive. Let's not forget, during the last Invictus, I think it was the one from Canada, Invictus had given permission to selective TV station around the world. Okay, give them the right to air Invictus. Many squaddies around the world were seeing it in their respective countries, but for some reason, I think if you live in the UK, you could correct it. Just put your comment on the description. I believe there were the TV station that Invictus had given right to air the Invictus games, the entire thing. They could air the entire thing. They did not do it. What I think they did is that, let's say when there's a I don't know how they do it in the UK, like a time where they're showing news, okay, instead of showing the entire game, where some people will make the time, okay, I'm off from work, the game is showing, let me sit down and watch it. They didn't do that. So when they're talking about Invictus, they just show clips here and there about the Invictus game. They did not air the entire game at all. I hope Invictus does something this time. If they're not gonna air it completely, don't give them the right to it at all. Okay? You know, like for instance, when a news station is talking about the Oprah interview, if they don't have right to it, they cannot show the video. They could talk about it, but they cannot show the video. Similar when I'm showing you a video here, I will put screenshot or things like that because I don't have right to it. The UK did the same thing about the Oprah interview. But for the Invictus game, where selective, I don't know which station that had the right, they did list it. Invictus game did list on Twitter, at least that's where I saw it, all the stations globally that had the right to share the videos, you know, the entire game. But it seems like only UK did not show it. And I don't know how they got to win the Invictus 2027. Because they did do the people, the participants, the families, the people who wanted to watch the games and things like that. They did them dirty. The UK did them dirty. All right. So if you live in the UK, you could correct me if I'm telling the truth or partially, or correct me or whatnot. Don't forget to put the timestamp. All right. So let's get back to the original recording. If Willie hired a crisis manager because he's threatened by his younger brother and sister-in-law minding their business, that's truly embarrassing. The Rangers should hope it's for the divorce. Otherwise, he's more mentally ill than we thought. Scheduled trip. All right, so there's all of that. I don't know. This guy, I don't think he understands his position. There's so many other things he could focus on, but he's not. I'm going to stop this video now. I have more to share with you. I'm going to create another video. The same media that said two financially independent public figures communication manager contract ended is a PR crisis that needs days of alarmist coverage. Want you to know that a taxpayer-funded public figure hiring a crisis manager is not a sign that anything is wrong. Nothing to see here. Look at the GIF. Everything is blowing up. Yeah, it seems like there's thing going on with the other brother. Next tweet. Hopefully when I'm editing, I'll squeeze that to my last one. All right. William and Kate still have no idea what they unleashed when they launched their hate campaign against Harry and Meghan. Ordinary people took up arms to fight on obvious injustice. I, for one, am going nowhere until they call off their hounds. Enough is enough. Like I said in so many of my videos, I was minding my own business. Knew of Meghan, saw headlines. They were negative, click on it, just let it go. But the consistency of the negativity was uncalled for. It was uncalled for. And that got my attention. Why? Okay, and that's what pretty much got the squad together. And there were a lot of squaddies way before. Those who were following her on TIG, on her suit, and so many other places. So, yeah, kudos to them. When Harry and Meghan left, all they had to do was leave them alone. And the squaddies, Tina and Michelle, when you go to their podcast around that time, just go check their old dates. You hear them saying that, leave Harry and Meghan alone. Now all of Winks, William and Kate's evil doing have come back to smack them in the face. May they suffer 1,000 times the pain they caused Harry and Meghan. All I have to say is baggage for God. Okay, me too. The Global Sussex Squad is in formation with you to fight and protect the Sussexes at all costs. There's that here. Thumbs up, battle, there's a bullseye, battle ready, precise. There's that. I second that. The GIF. I never taking my foot off their necks. They can't be trusted. Di's accident happened years after she left. Archie had that fire in his room. Then there was the New York chase. It'll be 10 years since Harry and Meghan went public, and the daily UK media, print and TV, lies and harassment has been nonstop. This is so true. Yeah, not too long ago, I said the same thing. I pause. Harry tried to warn them, and they didn't listen. He told them this will happen, and here we are, right? We were named the Praetorian Guards. There's that. This is definitely a Me Too movement. Yes. All right, so let's go to the next tweet. So please take a moment to subscribe, like, and share. If you want to support this channel, there's a PayPal link and a Cash App link in the description. You could donate. Those who have donated, thank you. All right, so check the description for the link of the article. Thank you for watching.
It is a great privilege to be with all of you today.
You know, we ask for forgiveness and please come back.
As you saw me find the love and happiness that I'd hoped for all my life. You are all in this together, and if I may speak personally, we are all in this together, because asking for help was one of the best decisions that I ever made. You will be continually amazed how life changes for the better